I feel tired, and my end game plan is to win. I am a little overwhelmed. I think the game, maybe because we've been playing for 2 days instead of just one, it feels like we should be farther along than 9. But we did also start with 18 people, so we're like halfway. But it feels like it's a smaller group than 9, if that makes sense. I think my path is there. I think I have multiple. I died. I think my path is there. I think I have multiple options, um, which gives me wiggle room for every unexpected thing that could happen. And I think that I've done a really good job of staying under the goddamn radar. I don't think anyone's thinking about me, but this is a tricky spot to be that in, because one person can say, "Look over there," and everything could fall to shit. And I'm just hoping no one draws attention to me, and everyone is my best friend.
So I made it to the final 9. I think yesterday there was a couple spots where it was very possible I wouldn't make it here, but I think that I was able to pivot, and I think that that is going to be my most important moves today, especially to get to the jury and to be able to win over the jury, is to be able to continue to pivot. I'm in this weird spot where I do feel very tight with Patrick and Ross and Meredith. I jumped ship on everyone yesterday because I wanted to work with people who were able to stick to a plan. And I felt like with those 3, they will stick to a plan, and even if I'm number 4, when it gets down to 6 and there's still people there, those 3 are still working together, and I think that I have a shot to squeeze in. And later in the game, I want to plant the seed that they need to get Ross out. Out of all of them, Ross is the one that people are recognizing for making the moves. That being said, if I'm sitting next to him, I'm just going to try and out-talk him. Another thing I didn't share yesterday is I do have a comm degree, but last time I got... Wait, let me reset that part for myself. Last time I played, I got lost in the idea of the organizational structure and how that all works, but I also had my favorite ally, my closest ally last time I played, go home. And right after that, I scrambled and I flopped and it didn't work out. That being said, this time going in, I think I've already been able to pivot when I need to cut someone, and I think I've also been able to make a couple moves and take a little bit of credit. I do have a comm degree, but my emphasis was power dynamics and organizational structure, and so although that is a very like corporate or very outside of a game like this way of learning that kind of stuff, I think it can be applied here. You can see those cracks, you can see how people talk to each other, you can see the information people are willing to disclose to each other, and I think that me paying attention to that, I feel like has helped me keep an accurate read on the game. I would love to be at the end with Abrielle because I think we have been loyal to each other from the first round and I think I can beat her. I would love to be at the final 3 with, honestly, anyone in there except someone needs to cut Brody today, and I don't want to be the one to do it because he's promised me and Abrielle a final 3. Brody's probably promised everyone a final 3. That being said, I want them to take out Brody early in the day because I feel like once he's out, that is one less variable that is just uncontrollable. I think Brandon and Lily and Abrielle are on one side, and I just don't know that that side's going to keep floating today. I think there's holes in that ship, so I jumped ship at the right time, and I think today, I think I'm about to walk out the greenhouse winner. I'm just saying. I don't know if there's anything else I should throw in there.
Who do you trust the most and who do you trust the least?
When it comes to who I trust Abrielle the most. That being said, we have ended up on different sides and secretly still talking to each other. When it also comes to trust, I really do think that Ross will be the most honest with me out of everyone. And so, although I trust him still on the radar, but I want to keep leaning into that, and I think today the morning will be about doing chores for Ross, helping him out, and I think that will solidify me in the 4 with him and Meredith and Patrick.
All right, good luck, Brady.
Woo! All right.
Are we good?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Ooh, it's deep. Oh, the voice is low today. Good morning, Greenhouse. Day 3, season 5 all stars. Okay, it's a new day in the workroom, ladies, and here we go. This is what I know to be true.
Thank you, babe.
This is what I know to be true. I feel really good, and I'm galvanized and ready to take the crown. I am manifesting that I am going to show that I am a strong competitor now that we're in day 3. I think my social game is going well right now, but I do think I'm gonna start to be someone that they're gonna start to put on the block if I'm not in power. I talked to Meredith yesterday, and she came up to me and said that she had heard that I was being really honest and positive about her throughout the house, which I have been, and I said, because I am obsessed with you, and I'm gonna try to push that a little bit more today, because I think she's a fierce competitor and I have a strong social game, and I think we could go to the end. I'm also very interested in, I love the way Abrielle has played, and I want to go with her to the end as well. I made a list. I have a ranking. Good luck to everyone. This is my current opinion. And truly, all of this could be null and void based on what happens in the first Greenhouse Challenge today. I think that's going to really set the stage. The last thing I'll say is, I know the twists are not done. There was a fly trap on day 1. We had regular fly trap yesterday. I am anticipating another one. And if that's the case, I want it.
Who would you use it on? Because it seems like you're a person that you were very against got out at the end of the night last night. So
And to clarify, half of that was for show. And if I say half, I really mean like 80%. I think what Shane did was excellent gameplay, and I think what I did was probably even better, because I've been known as someone who's very, maybe not agreeable, but likable and sociable with everyone. And I wanted to show that if you cross me, you will get what's coming to you. And it did. And it happened. So let's say if Flytrap or Sunflower or Rose, whatever, if we're just nominating, I feel Brady, it's probably time. I want to save Jessica one more round, but then I'm ready to see Jessica go. If a Flytrap comes up, I think it's Brody, and I think it's Patrick. I want to hang on to Ross a little bit longer. I want to hang on to Lily a little bit longer. I don't want to start putting the big players up on the block, but if there is a fly trap in action, then I think that's when you go for the big person.
Okay. Good luck, Brandon.
Thanks, bye.
Brody, how are you feeling today?
I'm good. So now that I'm here, this is where I have to decide if I'm going to win the game or get 7th. Because once I was safe from the block, I kind of figured I was making jury because I knew I could swing it. And I was willing to kind of get to jury whatever means necessary and figure it out there. I don't think I'm in necessarily a bad spot, but I definitely know people are coming after me. I trust Ross, but I also think he has a final 2 with Patrick, as well as me, because he was very hesitant when I offered it to him day 2. He was like, you know what, let's do it. And I think that was him learning from his first season and being willing to stab people in the back. So I'm going to cut Patrick first. Like, if I just cut out the other person, then that's going to get me in with Ross. Good, whatever, we'll figure it out after that. So my main goal today is Patrick and Meredith. Y'all gotta go. And it's nothing against y'all, I just know you do not care for me in this game anymore. I've served my purpose for you. I'm coming after you. I am going to flip back and forth today, just like I did in Season 2 if all things go according to plan. And I will get to the end the exact same way. Hopefully there's better results at the end. I mean, Jessica's the problem. Let's be honest. She's the problem because she's a blank vote that no one wants to vote out at this point, and Patrick and Meredith are dragging to the end. And I don't think Ross realizes he's the 4th out of that group, even if he doesn't think he is.
it's going to be tough to get Patrick out because they have some seeds if Ross is with them. The good thing is they have to use the green thumb on me immediately. So I'm going to win Sunflower today. And when I do, I'm putting Patrick up. And I'm going to ask the Rose to put Meredith up. Actually, I'm going to get Rose because we only get one nomination now. So I'm going to get Rose. I'm going to put Patrick up. And I hope I send his ass home because I'm not letting him pull what I did on him in Season 2 to me today. So we'll see. I'll either win or I'll get 7th. And you know what? No matter what, it's a victory in my eyes because I think I played
So
a game that's fun.
why are you eliminating the option of being ninth?
Let's be honest. I'm not going out first today. Not going to allow it. Because you know what? I can win a fucking challenge when I need to. As shown by 7 of 8. And no one here has realized, or at least talked about the fact, that I have won 7 of 8 challenges and been in the greenhouse or immune in every single one of those. So, y'all better hope it doesn't stay that way, because if it does, you're in trouble.
So, we are last day, and I am so heckin' pumped. I think my strategy for today is to make strong alliances. Last night we definitely shook up the shuffleboard, cooked all the pieces off the puzzle, and today we're gonna put it back together and see who can complete the puzzle. So, I really want to work with the people that I've been working with. I really want to see how those things develop. I really need to think on my feet and make sure I'm not behind. My biggest thing is I don't want to play into anybody else's game. So everybody's been really, really safe with me so far, and they say like, you're good, you're good, you're good. Like if there's, you know, an elimination, a nomination. But to what point would that be not true? So I gotta stay on my toes to keep ahead of it. My favorite boos are Patrick and Ross right now, which is, you know, different. So I'm really excited because I don't think I've played with them like that before, and I'm just really, really excited to see how we can get to the end. I'm really excited to be a juror, at least. You know, we're at day 3, so I'm pumped.
Morning. So today is definitely going to be a turning point for me. The way I see it, I think there are 2 distinct camps. I feel pretty solid that like Ross, Patrick, Meredith, and probably Jessica are a foursome. You never really know what Brody's going to do. And then the rest of us trying to kind of fight for our lives. So I feel like we either have to band together and take one of them out. You know, there's like a 5-4, you know, thing going on with one of the votes. So I think a lot of things depend on who's going to end up in the greenhouse first and kind of divide that camp. But I think that alliance of 4 is relatively strong right now. So if we don't disband it soon, I think the rest of us are toast very soon. So hope we win a challenge.
Morning of day 3. Final 9. I'm excited to be here, first of all. I was never sure how far I would make it. Maybe it was a little bit arrogant, all things considered, but I did sort of think beforehand that people might consider me a threat in the game and go after me early, particularly because of my competitive wins. The fact that, like, if I just consistently have immunity, you better go for me early. I was not viewed as a particular threat early in this game. Other people were definitely the priority. So, grateful for that. Good morning. You're good. Good morning. Good morning. So I am glad that I did have time to settle into the game, and I'm really excited about how I've played so far. Honestly, like, as nervous as I have been, like, plotting and scheming all night to try to figure out how to finish this thing and how to win it, I'm so happy with how I've played and what I've done these past day and a half. That was not good English. Anyway, I'm so happy with how I've played the past couple days, and excited about the progress that I've made as a player. That wherever I finish at this point, I'm so happy with this game. I feel like an all-star. Truly, the rumor that went around, whether it was said or not, that I might not be all-star material, I think I have by far proven that wrong. I think I have had a lot of power in this game. I think I've made a lot of really good moves. I'm really excited about it. I'm really happy with it. I said I was going to come into this game and try to be more social, to try to make more moves and be more visible. And I did those things. I've been playing by far my best social game, and I didn't even get in trouble for it. I think I have like the most visibly like made an enemy in Thomas and gone after him, and it basically had no consequences because I was able to get him out, and none of his allies actually turned on me for doing that. The attention for some reason has never gone to me. It keeps defaulting to the guys around me. And even if they continue to try to do that and to weaken me, I have good enough relationships with the people who remain that I might be able to talk my way into more things and to more opportunities. So I am really looking to go to the end with Ross and Patrick. They have been so solid for me throughout this game. We have really built up to something that works and has been so effective that I hope that for the next couple of rounds we can keep that momentum and make it work and take down the rest of the competition. I hope Brady means it when he says he's willing to help us. I hope things go in our favor when it comes to challenges and the greenhouse, but those are my guys. I'm really happy to have been working with them, and I would love to see myself in the end with them, but if I have to be in the end with other people, that is what it is. I'm optimistic, honestly. I don't know exactly how a jury will vote, and I think it might depend a lot on the answers that we give to questions people like Christian and Shane will have, and that's very fair. But I do think I have reasonable answers to those questions, and I think I can make good speeches and give good reasoning and sway that jury toward me. I think I have played a great game, and I do believe that people will recognize that, and I think I would have a lot of support in a jury vote. Because a lot of the moves that I've made, even when they upset people, I have not very often broken my word, or done so only when I needed to, and honestly, it's not my fault that people underestimated me. I think I have not made a ton of actual promises. I think a lot of people heard what they wanted to hear from me and did more talking than listening to me. And I think if, they can see past being mad that they're out, like, I think the jury can recognize that I made the right moves, that their downfall was my way forward. And that's what it takes to win, and that's what it means to be an all-star, is to see that and to execute that plan. So, I'm nervous. I think Brody is the main thing scaring me, and just the sheer numbers that, 3 against 9 is weird odds. And obviously I've seen it done in my own season. A 3 went to the end together as they intended to do, but I don't know how they did it. So it's up to us to figure that out today. And hopefully things go the way we want. But good luck to all of the final 9. And let's go play.
Okay. I don't really feel like I have anything to worry about. I think I am extremely well connected with pretty much everyone in the cast. The 2 people I'm probably most worried about are Brody and Brandon, specifically because I don't know who they're loyal to. Ideally, my final 4 would be Ross, Meredith, and Jessica, because I feel like my end goal, if I have my way, and this may become outdated immediately, my ideal goal would be to go to final 2 with Meredith, if we can get the seeds to do that, just because it's never been done. I think it'd be really cool. But Jessica, I think, is extremely loyal to me and Ross, so I think I can work some angle there. I had a good talk with Abrielle last night. I just was my first flower power of the whole game, which is impressive that I managed to not have to do that for so long. And I think I managed to escape without making myself a big target. I had people that I haven't been working with tell me that they want to work with me, and so now I'm just trying to not make myself look like too much of a threat, because I don't want to get 4th again, but I could get any number of places. I'm very hopeful for how it goes, very excited. Thank you.
I really didn't think I would make it this far. It's the beginning of day 3. Night 1 looked a little hairy, and then that kind of rolled over straight into day 2. But we got our legs under us. We had a little bit of a hiccup. I feel like something's in my eye. We had a bit of a hiccup. At some point we had to use the fly trap. I thought at the time, whenever I had to use it, and I still think to an extent that that kind of put a shot clock on my game, that I probably won't be allowed to make it to the final 4 or 5 as long as I have that fly trap move in my back pocket. And I kind of still think the same. But I feel really good with Meredith, and I feel really good with Patrick, and I think that they both trust me a lot. And so, and last night also, the last thing that I did was turn on one of my closer allies, Shane, to help Brandon get here. And I'm going to make sure I talk to Brandon today to let him know that I had been working with Shane, and I betrayed that ally to keep him safe. So that's where we're at right now. I think that ever since the beginning of yesterday, day 2, me and Brody were almost kind of forced to work together, and I said at the time that I don't trust him, and I still don't trust him, but I was going to use him as long as he trusted me, and he's probably saying the same thing whenever he does this, but it's now time. And so the first chance that we get, I am going to try to get him out, and I think Brady is the operative tool to do that, because he's not afraid to take the shot, because Brady's a madman. So if we can get Brady in greenhouse with Brody not having one of the flower powers, I think that we have a chance to get him. And after that, I'm not sure what's going to happen. And that might not even happen immediately, because Brody could easily win.
Pause.
One more. Nice. God bless you. I'm not even sure if we'll be able to get Brody out in this round or next round, because he could win one of the flower powers, and he might have other people that he could work with that can get him out. So we're going to see. I do have one thing up my pocket, and that's the green thumb, and I think a lot of people forget that I have it, which is perfect, and so I'm going to let that keep sliding. So my plan right now is to probably hold on to it no matter what, and I think if I get an unfriendly jury, I may use it, or I may just keep it until I'm on the block. And I think my plan might be, if I'm on the block and it looks like I can't uproot and I'm going up, I'll remind them that I have it and say that, okay, if you guys, I'll say something along the lines of, I know that these votes are thought of ahead of time, I'm probably not going to change your mind. Then I'll pull out the green thumb and I'll be like, but I have this, and if you vote to keep me and change the vote, go against whoever votes to keep me, I will play this next round. I'll put myself first in the greenhouse. We'll control who goes up. And I think that might be enough to get me off if I get in real trouble. It also might not be. So we'll see. But overall, I think this is a pretty good run for where we started. And I don't know. We'll see what happens.
So I think the only person you didn't mention throughout this that's left in the greenhouse is Jessica.
Oh, Jessica, Lily, and Abrielle.
And Abrielle. Oh my god.
That's okay. Okay, closest allies. Meredith, Patrick. Next tier of people that I think I can trust and work with, Brandon. And Jessica. Dude, Jessica loves me. And look who just showed up. Good morning, Jessica.
Good morning.
How you doing?
How art thou?
You look,
How art thou?
You look great this morning.
Wonderful.
Look at her. So Jessica trusts the shit out of me. I think it's just because I've been being really nice to her, and she's actually been playing a pretty good game. Christian tried to go at her. That's a long story. Jessica really trusts me, and so I think that's going to be a very useful number going forward. So, top layer of allies, Patrick, Meredith. Next layer of allies, Brandon, Jessica. And then that leaves 4 people, Brody, Lily, Abrielle, and Brady. I think in an ideal world, those would be the next 4 to go. We're going to have to win some greenhouses, and I don't know. We'll see what happens.